first opus, as it was mentioned, our first opus in sport was with Manchester United. Our first opus in music was with arguably one of the greatest recording artists of all time, Michael Jackson. And when we looked at cinema and we looked at movie-making artistry, not only here in India, but really on a global scale, we knew that the first opus in that genre had to be something unique and had to be something really special. So today is really about formally announcing that we have begun work on the King Khan Opus, and that we are immensely honoured and proud to be able and be given the opportunity to tell this fantastic story, hopefully in an unprecedented way.
I have actually been more open than perhaps anyone else has been in the film industry. I talk openly, I joke openly, get into trouble for speaking my mind at times. But there is a part of me which I think I've been able to cover up and hold back because of this overt methodology that I always, I'm an entertainer, I'm a performer, so whenever I've come on a public platform, my only desire is that you have a good afternoon or good evening when you meet me, whether it's vis-a-vis the questions you ask me, whether it's the jokes that I crack. But under all that, I have wrapped a very personal and private part of me, which nobody knows actually. Like when I talked about my kids, genuinely, there is a part of my way of being, thinking, feeling, which even my children don't know. And I think I've reached a stage in my life where I'd like them to know. But I have also reached a stage in my life where I'm not being able to express it well. And I used to take photographs. When I started doing my mass communications, my masters, one of the greatest high for me to buy this Pentax camera. And when I came to Mumbai first time, I didn't have money to buy food. Three of my friends, we had just landed here and we were actually sleeping on the roads opposite the Oberoi's. That also was a Trident, I think, yeah. And we used to go in the morning into the bathroom, wash our faces, and act as if we were living at the Oberoi's. But we were not, we were just living opposite on that, which is now very well designed, the Queen's Necklace area. I didn't even know that Mumbai was beyond Haji Ali. I thought that was what Mumbai was. And I remember going down to one of the markets and selling my Pentax camera for 1500 rupees because we didn't have money to get back to Delhi. And this is the most poverty-stricken experience I've had in my life. And I always thought when I come back to Mumbai, I'll go back to that shop because I used to love taking pictures. I still do. I still have the cameras now and I keep taking pictures of people, and which I never share with anyone, not on Twitter. Those are the ones which I take in phone, which are easy. And I hope I'm able to give them to Opus, and maybe they will tell a story of their own. And I still have the desire that one day I have go back to that shop in Mumbai and buy my Pentax camera back. I never could actually, so it's so my journey in Mumbai has started from there, and there are a lot of secrets, a lot of thoughts that I do in my own and reclusive time, which I'd like to narrate and talk about because I know the respectability attached to this kind of publication. I have read the Manchester United one, maybe not cover to cover, but I've read the one on Michael Jackson. There's a lot of respectability attached to it. It's not in any which way a homage, but it does talk very honestly about the person, the character, and the characteristics of the fantastic personality Opus has covered. So I'd like to share those little bits which very few people know about me through. And yeah, of course, the hair is because I don't use soap or shampoo. I only bathe with water for years. I have this, except when I'm doing a fight sequence like in Dog 2, then when it gets dirty I use shampoo. But mostly I don't use shampoo or soap. I know it sounds a little yucky and dirty, but I wear a lot of cologne, so I still smell good. Being someone who becomes popular very fast, someone who gets all these achievements, and again I say maybe I don't deserve them, but you lose the ability to surprise people, and you lose the ability to fail. And for someone who has been working very hard, these are the two abilities that you really want to keep intact. But when you become famous, one of the biggest things that everyone questions is, oh, you failed, and it hurts you. And the other one is that you can't keep on surprising people. Everybody starts saying things like, ye to expected hi tha. And that takes away the edge from your work at times. And what I'd like to tell everyone who's watched my film for years is that I want to dedicate the rest of my life wanting to come and thank you. Every second that you've seen me through the work that I do. So please do give me opportunities that I'm still able to surprise you. And please give me opportunities that I you allow me to fail. And if you give me those two opportunities, I can promise you and tell you that I'll work very hard and make sure that you have entertainment for 2 hours. Of course, it used to be 3.5 hours earlier, but I think we'll cut the time down now. Make it 2 hours of entertainment in those dark rooms, which will make you see your life in a different light, in a different way, and make it perhaps a happier place to be in.